What's up, guys? Crazy Black 108 here, and I'm back with another video. Just like I promised, today is March 7th, and maybe we'll do this every other day until we finish up all the arcs. But he reviewed some of that Star Wars: The Clone Wars bonus content, Lost Mission Season 6 on Netflix, the whole series. And right now I'm reviewing what I'm just going to title as a Protocol 66 arc. Man, I didn't shed any tears, but I got kind of emotional towards the end. But let's start from the top. So basically, on this mission, deals with the two Jedi Masters are sisters, as we know from the preview clip. Fives and Tup are together. Tup shoots and kills one of the Jedi Master sisters. Heads up, spoiler alert for the whole arc of this episode. I'm gonna spoil this whole thing. Well, actually, you know what? Besides that, since everyone saw that clip, for the rest of the arc, I'm not going to spoil everything, but I'm just going to say what happened. For this next part, then I'll give the spoilers towards the end. Basically, the arc is all about trying to figure out what is wrong with the clones. Tup gets testing, Fives has to get tested too. And then throughout it, there's this whole plot with the Kaminoans, or like not Colonians. Kaminoans, how you want to pronounce that or say that, and a plot with them that's intertied with the Sith. And I don't really know if I can say this without being a spoiler, but basically, besides that, this whole arc is going to take you from the Navarum system. Wait, no, I can't remember exactly the name of the system, but it's going to take you from there to Kamino to Coruscant throughout the course of 3 episodes, or it might have been 4. This might be the 5th episode I'm on right now. I can check that and see real quick. What episode is this? This is episode... I'm still... Episode 5. So I have 4 episodes to get through this whole segment right here. And just... Man. All the things you find out about how Order 66 goes about is pretty crazy. And the biggest implication for me at least, as a Star Wars fan, is seeing the fact that, and maybe not necessarily, but the fact that, like, any of the, not Order 66 stuff, but, well, like, not any of the Karen Travis novels, which were pretty much considered to be non-canon now anyway, but any of the Karen Travis Republic Commandos, all the stories and that, just, it's completely different. Even, like, the thing, like, with Rex, about Order 66, can't, still don't know what happens with that. But basically, the spoiler segment of what happens. Tup, does that. The Separatist, I can't remember his name, but the spider guy actually died back in the first part of the Clone Wars, technically. So we're going, the Clone Wars is a 3-year-long war, and he dies at the beginning of it, or that's what we thought at least. And that when Anakin's trying to get onto Christophsis, and they have the cloaking device. I forget what the name of the episode was, but the ship with the small ship with a cloaking device, and it was a joke that harkened back to the fact that Millennium Falcon, no ship this small can have a cloaking device, And so basically, that's where all your excitement and everything comes from, with seeing this character brought back here for a second. But basically, he's gone. Looks like half of his body, because we thought he died because the torpedo hit straight there, but it looks like just half of his body got destroyed, so he got the other half put together with robotics and things like that. Tup gets captured by them, gets captured, so they're trying to take him to Kamino for further testing. The whole time, Tup is just saying, no, I'm just following orders, I have to follow orders, kill the Jedi, follow orders, this and that. And so, basically, throughout the first episode, it's just them realizing that him getting caught by the Separatists, Anakin, Rex, and Fives, getting him uncaptured, and then sending him back to Kamino. Then the next episode opens up with them on Kamino. Rex goes back to the front lines of Anakin. Anakin didn't come with them for this. Fives has to stay and get tested. Fives becomes friends with this droid on Kamino that basically helps him out. And Tup is getting all these different testing through. And we find out that the Kaminoans basically kept this whole plot that they know they're in communication with Dooku. They know Palpatine is the head leader of this. They know Cypher Diaz and all this other things. So basically, throughout the whole time, they knew that the clones had this. They were designed to follow this Order 66, which is to kill and eradicate all the Jedi. Now, to get into the actual Order 66 itself, when the droid is finally able to do a scan of Tup again, because Shaak Ti wanted another scan of Tup, but the Kaminoans said nobody's just going to kill him because they just want to try to get rid of the evidence. You scan him, it shows up as like a brain tumor. You pull out the brain tumor, it's like a biomechanic chip, basically designed to, when they get the first Order 66, kill the Jedi, to kill any Jedi you see. So the interesting part about that is the fact that his chip had a malfunction, and that's why he killed her then and there. So, but as soon as the chip is removed from his body, and Fives thinks he's saving his friend because he didn't want Tup to die, Tup dies anyway. And he says, and his final words, the nightmare is finally over. And then it goes to the next episode, and basically Fives gonna get his mind wiped and set just as a clone to use on Kamino as like maintenance and things like that. He and the droid break loose of all the restraints, and they basically go on a whole mission to try and find and capture and figure out what was going on with Tup. And that's when they find out all that stuff about the chip that I already said, through looking at Jango Fett's DNA and things like that. Fives is a really cool, really smart at thinking everything through and figure out how to do different things, and basically figure out the Kaminoans are just full of just all this deceit and everything. And so Shaak Ti trusts him finally. They get sent to Coruscant. On the way to Coruscant, this is the 4th episode. While they're on their way to Coruscant, one of the Kaminoans injects him with a drugs him. And it's really a question of, if they take this chip out, though, do they die? Does that send the clone down a progressive path to die quicker? We don't necessarily know. Tup died as soon after, but Fives didn't. Fives then got drugged. So I don't know if Fives was having all these extra side effects because of the drugging, or because of the fact that he took the chip out. But basically, they come to the place where Anakin, in Episode 3, becomes Darth Vader. The room's set up the same. It's that whole same room. And basically, Palpatine's there and tells Shaak Ti and the leaks, I just won't talk to him. I'll be fine with my guards. Palpatine goes and tells him, yeah, no, this is the plan from the very beginning. This is supposed to happen. You're supposed to kill and eradicate the Jedi, yada yada. You don't see this, but that's basically what happens, because Palpatine gets attacked by him. He escapes. He goes to this really cool thing, which is a clone bar. And who would have thought the clones had their own bar on Coruscant? Clones are kind of assholes, excuse my language, to this taxi cab driver that ends up bringing Fives there. But Fives runs into another 501st Trooper, whose name escapes me right now, but he runs into another one of the 501st Troopers, and he trusts him enough to, the one with the Republic logo spiraled, tattooed on his head. And he tells him to, I need you to contact Anakin and Rex for me and tell them to meet me at these coordinates. And the whole time, the Coruscant guard, mixed him, with the red armor, is all out searching for him. Basically, he goes into some place down to level 13, not necessarily 1313, but in the same area of 1313. He hides out there. A droid followed him, so they knew where he at. So, Commander Fox and the Republic Guard comes after him. And as they're coming after him, Anakin and Rex finally show up to him, and they're just trying to tell him, Fives is just there's this whole plot and everything else, and he puts them behind a ratio so he knows for sure they can't harm him because he doesn't really trust them. And the whole time he's just trying to explain there's this plot, there's to kill the Jedi and this and that, and Anakin's not really understanding. Neither is Rex, and he's the evidence is up here because Palpatine took the evidence off of his belt, which he sent to Dooku. Gave it to the Kaminoans to send to Dooku. But Fox and the other troops come up surrounded by them back, and he told them to stay back, and they all coming towards him with their guns pointed. So he grabs where he had Rex and Anakin put their weapons down. He grabs Rex's blaster and aims like he's about to shoot, and so Fox shoots him straight in the chest. And the crazy thing to me, in terms of just animation, was the fact that this is the first time I ever really saw the sizzling of the burn hole through his chest, and it was just Fives. Fives we've had since the 5th episode of the Clone Wars. I can't remember the exact title, but on where they met Fives, we met everyone that would go on to become. You'd see in the Clone Cadets episode of Season 3 and stuff. He's the final one to die. The only person that hasn't died yet is Rex. I don't know if we're going to see Rex die in these next 8 episodes. I don't think so, but man, it's crazy. And so he dies, and he's dying in Rex's arms, and Rex is crazy. Anakin's just still kind of distraught, what is going on still. And as Fives is dying in Rex's arms, Fives just says the same thing that Tup said, But we were just, supposed to follow. I was just trying to follow my orders. He was trying to really protect and save the Jedi. It's like, and then he says to him, something along the lines. He says the same exact thing that Tup said. That the nightmare's finally over, and he dies. Palpatine has this whole thing planned out. He's tricked everyone, the Jedi, from tricked Yoda, Mace, Shakti, and Anakin. All there telling them, oh yeah, it's just this thing that was in the water on the planet they were near, and that's what happened to the two of them. Only full test of the army is going to be done. And the biggest thing about this arc that really ticked me off was the fact that during all this, Jedi are supposed to sense danger. They're supposed to be able to be aware of their surroundings and know what's going on. Well, I know the dark side clouds everything during the prequel time, but I still do not understand how you are going to be there, Shakti, in multiple situations, and there's deceit and lying going on. You're not going to sense any of that in the Force. Same with Yoda, Mace. Anakin's clouded his judgment a lot, and the dark side does cloud everything, like Yoda would say, but still, my thing is just like, you're right there, and he's lying to you. Like, directly lying to you. Like, never really before in the prequels did he really, like, directly lie. That was, like, a direct lie, as far as I'm concerned. That was, like, a direct lie. And then, two, just, when you're with the Kaminoans, they have no Force. They can't, unless Palpatine's having the dark side cloud that, which, if the dark side's clouding the stuff on Kamino, that should be a problem. Just thinking. But, it was a good arc. A good way to start off Season 6. Now I'm on the Clovis arc. I might watch this and I might not. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching this review. Comment, rate, subscribe, and may the Force be with you guys always. Bye. Peace. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.